65,000 fans have come through the gates of Pro Player Stadium for all the games in the World Series and the playoffs. But that has not been the case. For the last 4 years, they've averaged about 15,000 during the regular season. What I want to know is where all these crazy bandwagon jumpers have come from.
Okay, maybe not. It's true, the Marlins only drew an average of 15,000 fans during the season.
Bandwagon jumpers are not. I love Marlin fans. The Marlins and Yankees, Game 5 tonight. Yankees are up 2-1. Back to you, Len.
It's a rough life there in Miami for Donny, wouldn't you say?
I'm Don Brennan, live in Miami, where the World Series is knotted at 2 games apiece. It's up for grabs, and so are the allegiances of the South Florida fans. We'll tell you why coming up.
ABC 7's Don Brennan joins us right now with the story. Don?
Thanks a lot, Len. I was actually at the game last night as a fan. I bought a ticket and sat in the stands, and I was amazed at how many Yankee fans were surrounding me. And there were good-natured ribbing between the Marlins and Yankees fans. There were arguments, and there was actual fighting. And it was easy for me to see that distance between these two cities does not make the fans' hearts grow fonder.
There are many fans who would like to see the Marlins stick it to the Yankees, literally.
I've been living in Miami all my life, so I would kill her if she went for the Yankees. She couldn't go for the Yankees. I don't care if she was born in New York.
For World Series games in Miami, the Marlins don't have the luxury of the home field advantage because of all the New York transplants.
You know, they call this the 6th borough. What do you think? You go to a Jets game, it's like that. No reason to expect this to be any different.
Well, there's a lot of us down here now, so it's pretty good. It's pretty equal, actually.
The estimate was that Pro Player Stadium would be 50% Marlin fans and 50% Yankee fans. Former Miami Dolphin great Jim Mandich saw it differently.
70% Marlin fans, maybe 30% Yankee fans. There's probably a 20% factor of indifferent people. You know the makeup of South Florida. They're just, they're there because it's an event.
Callers to Mandich's radio show seem to be mostly Marlin fans.
Let's go Marlins. Got to do it tonight, man.
Yes, sir.
Speaking of Marlin fans, we stumbled upon one in the parking lot. Marlin manager Jack McKeon's granddaughter.
I thought he was retired for good. He had like a room with all his jerseys in it. I thought there was never going to be another jersey in there, but one has been added, and that's Florida Marlins.
All right, well, there are a lot of fans now after that 12th inning home run, Dave, just like these two, that are Marlin fans. And I'm sure there will be a lot of Marlin fans for Game 5 tonight as they play their last game in Miami. In Miami at the World Series, Don Brennan for ABC 7 Sports.
All right, thanks, Donnie.
Thanks a lot, David. And if you really look at the season, the progression of everybody's season, it would stand to reason that Miami Edison would beat Naples tonight, because Miami Edison beat Chaminade of Hollywood way back during the season. Chaminade of Hollywood beat Immokalee 41-14 last week, and Immokalee earlier in the season beat Naples. So it would stand to reason that Edison would beat Naples tonight. I asked Coach Bill Kramer of Naples about that, and he said that's a bunch of hooey.
It's nothing. All that means nothing. It's going to come down to who can execute, protect the football, and if we can prevent big plays. It all comes down to physical matchups, and we don't know till we get there Friday night, just like last Friday. And so we'll see what the physical matchups are, and again, our guys are going to bring it.
So as Coach Kramer said, it's all about the here and now. Right here, right now, there's no place they would rather be. In Naples, I'm Don Brennan for ABC 7 Sports.
Don Brennan tells us get in touch with their feminine side.
No, you're not taking my shirt off. My shirt is staying on.
That is Tom Buckley posing for the Everblades calendar today. The older guys, they're pretty picky about how they're photographed.
Old man Tom Buckley always sets the record straight as to exactly how he's going to be photographed.
Who would want pictures of half-naked hockey players anyway?
It is geared towards, the women fans of Everblades.
And they are hockey players, after all, not models.
It's a little different. I didn't imagine myself doing this, especially playing pro hockey, but yeah, I feel like a piece of meat a little bit.
One of the biggest pressures about this calendar shoot is who gets the cover. Now, Jared here is not cover material, but one of the guys will be on the cover, and they say that's more pressure than they have before a game.
It's one thing to have go fifth in a shootout and need to score. It's another thing to be first on a calendar and have to sign it.
Really, it's all for the good of the fans, right, guys?
If we can make a few people happy and a few ladies smile, then why not? It's all in good fun.
Yeah, why not? Calendars go on sale at Tico Arena November 8th, so get in line. Behind me, of course. Why, you ask? Because I'm Don Brennan, ABC 7 Sports.
All righty then.
Good news for baseball. They seem to be moving in the right direction as today they banned THG officially. THG is the designer steroid that has made Balco Labs infamous. It's a start. Steroids should be next. But enough about drugs. It's St. Patty's Day. And the world champions Marlins and Josh Beckett were here. That was Josh Beckett 3 years ago against the Miracle, playing for the Marlins single A team. Here he is. 3 years later, striking out Jock Jones. What a difference, and look how much bigger he is. Former Bishop Verot High School star Adam Pyatt has hooked on with the Cleveland Indians, and he's trying to show off his skills and earn a major league spot. He was in town with them today to play the Red Sox, and he got into the game late, but he was hitless in one at-bat. He has been in the majors before with the A's, and he has always wanted to stick in the majors.
It's wonderful because I've been out in Arizona for so many years, and it's nice to come on this side of the country for spring training and get to spend time with my family. And I just had our first daughter, so my mom gets to spend time with her. It's nice, it's humbling, and it's a wonderful experience.
ABC 7 Sports Director David Moulton has more on what this means for the university, but we want to start right now with ABC 7's Don Brennan and the big announcement. Don.
Hey Sharon, a very happy day here on the campus of Florida Gulf Coast University. That is because the athletic provisional period was cut from 4 years to 2 years, which means now they are eligible for postseason play in athletics starting with the fall of 2004.
I came in and we gave each other a bunch of high fives and the place went crazy.
Very happy indeed here at FGCU, and what this also means now, Sharon, is that they will be able to apply to host regional and national championships, which will bring in more revenue. Here at Alico Arena on the FGCU campus, I'm Don Brennan for ABC 7 Sports. Sharon, back to you.
Certainly good news, Don. Thank you.
Craig Stadler just recently joined the Champions Tour, and on his first tee time in his first tournament, he overslept his first senior moment. Today, he was trying to win his first Champions Tour major, the Senior Players Championship.
A large majority of girls or young women who play competitive sports tear their ACL, their anterior cruciate ligaments.
And even as women learn how to train properly, many times the injuries don't go away. NBC2's Donny Brennan takes a look at a simple exercise that could cut ACL injuries in half.
Rehabbing an ACL injury is all too common for female athletes. In fact, 1 in every 10 female college athletes have injured their anterior cruciate ligament. Lacey Carter, an FGCU softball player, has torn both of hers.
We were playing at Florida Southern, and I was running to third, and I kind of lunged at the bag with my good leg, supposedly, and it just snapped, and I tore my ACL and my left knee.
Women are more predisposed to knee injuries than men. It's fact.
Anatomical differences that include a wide pelvis. There's some consideration that the ACL is actually smaller in female athletes than male athletes.
Normal exercise and weight training programs didn't seem to be staving off the rash of ACL tears.
I obviously wasn't training the right muscles and doing the right kind of stuff.
Just weight training is not enough. It'll build, it'll make you tight, therefore you're prone to tears and rips if you don't have the flexibility to go along with it.
Now there's sports metrics. It's a combination of simple agility and balance exercises that studies have shown reduce the rate of ACL injuries.
The person with better balance and less strength is a better athlete than the person with all-around strength and no balance.
If you don't have any flexibility or any type of balance, then a quick move could tear something very easily.
These sports metric exercises are not only retraining the muscles and ligaments, they are retraining the athlete's mindset.
Motor learning people say has nothing to do with muscles and stuff. It has to do with your central nervous system.
Pre-participation is where the improvement can be made, and our efforts should be concentrated.
Don Brennan, NBC2 Sports.
And some studies have shown that sports metrics cut down on ACL injuries by up to 80% in women.
So worth giving a try because you don't want to have that happen. Bad injury. Right. We'll be right back.
The Florida Firecats were on a hunt for some records tonight. Steve Gorey was trying to break the rushing record, and Quincy Sorrell was trying for the season tackles record. Now the Cats took on the long arm of the Laredo Law tonight, and the Miami Dolphins cheerleaders were there to kind of cheer them on, so to speak. They came in, they were in all weekend along with Geno James, the new offensive tackle, and It was a caravan. It's going all over Florida. We had to show it to you. There he is, first quarter. Kenny Mastrolli down 3-0. He hits Magic Benton, makes it 6-3 Firecats. Second quarter now. The Law attempting a field goal. But come on, Fisher says, come on, baby. And Chris Morant picks it up and hightails it to the end zone. Woohoo, gives it to the fan. The fan gets to keep the ball because it's the AF2. 12-3 Firecats. Minutes later, Mastrolli hits Canaan Lamb, and Canaan Lamb says, exercise the demons.
He is live at the City of Palms Park with the story. Don?
Thanks a lot, Sharon. Basically, it was up to the Indians whether they came to Fort Myers for a spring training home or not, and in the end, they didn't want to put up any money towards a spring training site, and they courted other offers till the very end. Finally, the City of Fort Myers and Lee County said, your time is up. Deal that had been in the works for more than a year and as late as January seemed to be signed, sealed, and delivered has come to a screeching halt today. The Cleveland Indians will not be holding their spring trainings in Fort Myers.
I would say that's accurate. I think right now that there's not a deal to bring Cleveland here short term or long term at this point.
The Indians had designs on making the move from Winter Haven to Fort Myers as far back as early 2000. But after all this time, Lee County and the City of Fort Myers could not give more money or more time to this project.
We're looking at between $18 and $22 million. We do not have the financial resources to address the program that's needed to bring both Cleveland and have them working with Boston.
The Red Sox will be the beneficiary of the day because now the county wants to take over control of City of Palms Park, repair it, and keep the Red Sox happy for a long, long time.
It's clearly our hope to sign an extension in the near future. We've made it clear to the city and the county that we're very happy here in Fort Myers, and we look forward to staying here for a long time.
The Indians' deal was so close, but now the Twins and the Red Sox can be the focus of the county. And basically, the Indians are not coming to Fort Myers, but don't count them out of Southwest Florida just yet. More on that in a moment. At City of Palms Park with photojournalist Stacey Davis, I'm Don Brennan for ABC 7 News.
Let's go over. Donnie, that video, kind of like this team, they're becoming pretty catchy.
Yeah, they really are. And Dave, who you with? That's what I want to know. Anyway, behind me is Tampa Jefferson, the opponent for the Charlotte Tarpons tonight. They are led by Andre Caldwell, the brother of former Florida receiver Rashay Caldwell. He is a Michael Vick-like quarterback. He is phenomenal. They have to watch him very closely. But the Tarpons are fortunate in the fact that they are led by a former three-sport star in the early 80s, Binky Waldrop, and they play in the Fishbowl.
Oh, it's big. It seems like we never leave this place. It's the 10th game we played at home this year. We've won 17 straight here, so that says something. Obviously something's magical when we play in the Fishbowl. I love Charlotte High School, and being from here, makes it very special to be a part of this.
Dave, I know you love what you do, but don't you wish you were a fish? And if you were a fish, Dave, what kind of fish would you be? That's what I want to know. Anyway, we'll have all the scores and the highlights. If the Charlotte Tarpons win, they head for the state championship. We'll be back at 11. I'm Don Brennan from Charlotte High for ABC 7 Sports.
Donnie, I'd be a big fish. Thanks, Donnie.
That's right, Dave. Coming into this game, they were 13-0 as they played Tampa Jefferson with a 17-game winning streak here at the Fishbowl. An 18th straight win would put them into the state's final game. We head out to the highlights right now, and they come out of the tunnel pretty fired up, and the crowd was fired up. They had a good backing, and they were looking for their 18th straight win here. But after Tampa went up on the opening drive 7-0, Sean Dumais takes the ensuing kickoff, and there he goes. He gets some blocks. He gets to the outside. Cameraman gets a little jiggy with it, and then they get him, but he brings it down to the 30-yard line. That set the tone for the drive, and that also set up this play right here as Justin Midget hits Ryan Voss, their favorite connection right there, and it's 7-all. But right before the half, with 30 seconds to go, Andre Caldwell hits Joshua Balloon, who hits Alex Suber, who makes a Suber catch. Life is going to continue for them, Dave, and they will wake up tomorrow and realize that they were 13-1, and they went farther than any Charlotte team did in the history of the school. That's 78 years, so they should be proud of themselves. But their season is over, one game short of the state final game. At Charlotte High, I'm Don Brennan for ABC 7 Sports. It has been 1 year since John Henry and his management group have taken over the Red Sox. They came in with a flourish by firing the manager, general manager, and the scouting director. Mr. Henry reflects on the year past. Coach Steve Spurrier has already gotten under the NFL's skin. The 49ers felt that he ran up the score last week in a 38-7 win. Spurrier said, "What was I going to do? Run the ball? I hated him at UF, but I think I got a man crush on this guy."